Okay, Ashley, you first. As somebody that's been involved in seeing, gone up against about everything, what the hell went wrong?
I think it was a mixture of things. They're a good team. They are.
But okay, and I expect to hear that. But they're, other than themselves,
Yeah.
they're not expected to be much. I mean, it's really kind of a very young team that's.
Yeah.
But are they better than maybe what you thought or no?
I think they ran a lot of things that we saw in Scout. They were just a really good serving and blocking team, and I think that was a little bit unexpected. But I think it just kind of comes down to how we reacted to everything. We knew what was coming at us, and we knew what we should run against them, and we didn't necessarily execute that the way that we should have. You can say that it's because of a lot of different things. We're still figuring out our system right now. Still trying to get into the flow of it, but it comes down to us just, being a little bit feistier against them.
And most coaches, and Lindsay would say this too, that the key points in any set are kind of between 15 and 20.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
And I think, other than that first set, man, they dominated from 15.
Yeah.
10-2. Go back through.
Yeah.
They got what they needed when they needed the most.
Yeah.
Do you feel like everything that went right in the first match just kind of all of a sudden, or in the first set, just vanished?
Kind of, because they stopped making errors, and I think that's kind of what built our momentum.
Did they make any adjustments, or was it more them just not?
It was more just them not erring. I think that was the biggest part. We kind of expected it to be like that, and they came out and played some good volleyball in the second set, and they had that huge run. Number 17 had that huge serving run that we just didn't respond well to. But I think the biggest factor was the fact that we didn't make adjustments in game on the court. Like the 6 that were on the court, we didn't make adjustments when they started actually keeping a ball in play.
Is it too early to say it's a wake-up call?
I mean, it's our first match. Given there are things that you can learn from everything, like this match obviously shows us some things that we have to be better on, that we have to execute a little bit more crisper, however you say that, for the next match. But I think we know we're a good team, and I think it's a little too early to say that it's a wake-up call, yes.
Okay, but I guess you don't have much turnaround time to fix it either.
Right. Yeah.
And I mean, from where I'm sitting, I anticipate North Dakota State to be a better team than St. Mary's.
That's what we've heard. Yeah, they're a solid team.
Their scores against CSU, which would give you a little bit of a gauge, but
right.
I mean, and I'm not downplaying St. Mary's. It's just that when I went through all their stuff and was reading, what they had coming and so forth, that was a team that really struggled last year.
Yeah.
And maybe they answered a lot of their own questions tonight.
Yeah.
Because I think they had some kids probably step up that he wasn't sure what he was going to give them.
I agree with that, yeah.
Kortney, do you think at some point, and I don't know if it was because you guys got out of rotation in the rotations, but do you think at some point after the first set, they kind of took the set or whatever away from you?
How do you mean?
Well, I mean, maybe it was
they took the set away from me.
In terms of not going right at you or attacking a side.
Not setting the person I'm supposed to block?
Yeah.
Honestly, their outsides, they played really well tonight. Their outsides they had their way with us, and that's something that we got to fix, and I don't think it was anything had to do with me, or their outsides were just, they had the hot hand tonight, and that's where the ball was
their
going.
Their left side attack in that second set, or maybe it was the third one, and they got on fire.
Yeah.
From their left side, which would be against your right side. And I don't think it was overpowering. I think it was more placement than anything. And I think they were hitting around a block as much as they were hitting through it. Is that fair to say?
They do run a very fast set to the pin that we're not quite used to seeing that fast. And I mean, if you're there, you're going to get the block. And if we're late, we weren't going to get the block. And I don't know, we talked about in defense, I felt like I personally was just not wanting it easy, expecting it easy, and it can't be like that. And so, like, I've got to be better and save those balls for my team. It's basically what it comes down to.
What was the mood or the message between, at the break?
I mean, at that point, we believed that we were going to win.
Sure.
This is our home floor, and we're going to defend it as a team. And so going into the intermission between 2 and 3, we were fired up.
Was there any talk about it, like Lindsay can answer this more distinctly, but of making some huge adjustments, or was it more like you said, just, start executing?
I think,
Start doing
yeah.
I think that's
Start
kind of more of it.
executing,
It was
yeah.
kind of like we have a game plan. They're running the same thing over and over. It's not like they're calling trick plays or anything like that. And we just got to be crisper. We just got to be better. Yeah.
Okay, thanks, girls. I appreciate your
Yeah,
time.
for sure. Thank you.